everybody. I'm waiting on Miss Kanisha to join. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Let's see where our good sis is at. She should be popping up any moment. We have a great conversation for you guys today. This one is about healing and getting in tune with self. It's going to be a great convo. What's going on, Jamie? Hello, Duriel. How you doing? I need to call you soon. We got some chatting to do. There she is. Why are you unable to join? What happened? Let's see. Let's see if that works.
I'm here.
It is. Hello, beautiful.
Hey, hold on. Let me get my voice. Oh, there it is. My volume was low.
How are
It's
you?
so pretty. I'm good, girl. How are you?
Ray, happy hump day. Happy hump day.
Girl, that throws me off every time. We've done this. This is the third time. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. What's going on, everybody? My name is Fox.
And I'm Kanisha.
And
And
this
this is
is
Steady
Steady
Mama.
Mommin. Welcome, welcome,
Mhm.
welcome to our third Steady Mommin live episode. We have an amazing conversation for you guys today. But you know how we like to kick things off with a good old mom event. So, Sister Gal,
Yeah.
what are we venting about today?
So, yeah, I just realized gentle parenting just doesn't really work for my breed of kids. We from the spare the rod, spoil the child kind of generation. And yeah, because she tests me. She tests my gangster all the time. And I'm like, okay, so Nira, you one of them ones. And I should really start whooping you know, tapping, however you say it, where I'm politically correct. She
Mhm.
gonna make me put my hands on her.
For those who don't know, how old is the child that you are discussing?
6. Yeah.
And what
Mhm.
in particular just brought you to the conclusion that gentle parenting may not be the style for y'all?
Well, because her especially is because I talk to her, I reinforce, I tell her why, what she's doing, like whatever result could come of it. And she's just like, yes, ma'am, or she'll get like really passive. And I'm finding it very manipulative, but she'll get, because she's a cancer, she cries. But ultimately, I feel like when I'm telling her something, she really just does not listen. She still skates through every yield, every stop sign I set before her.
Hmm.
And it's manipulative.
I'm a firm believer that you cannot gentle parent non-gentle children.
That she ain't
So
gentle.
the discipline should directly correlate to the energy of the child.
I do agree with that because my firstborn daughter you met today, she was very gentle.
Yeah.
She was a
My
gentle girl.
baby ain't gentle either. I'd be like, child of mine. Please, what you know what I love to say? Because
What?
for those who don't know, The Lion King is and still is my favorite movie, okay?
Yeah.
I was like, I pulled that Mufasa on her ass. You deliberately disobeyed me.
On purpose.
On purpose. You understood
Yeah.
exactly what I said and
Yeah.
chose to go the other route.
That's
So
exactly Nuri. So they must come from the same classroom.
very close. Very, very, very close. Good.
So what's your event, boo?
Okay, so we all, well, if y'all haven't been paying attention, the job market, especially for African Americans, is a little wonky these days, okay? And unfortunately, I am a part of the job hunt. So I've been on the hustle, been on the grind, trying to find a little stream of income or whatever. And I went on an interview, a second interview actually, yesterday, and I had the job, but I couldn't take the job because I don't have open availability. And that really chapped my ass because
Hmm.
what adult with children has open availability?
I'll wait.
I don't stay with my motherfucking mama. I can't just push the kids on over there and go fly and do whatever the hell it is I want. I feel like, especially in this industry, this is a brunch job, okay? Like in this industry, you should be able to have confidence enough in your ability to schedule your employees to where you're not just asking everybody to put their life on hold and on pause for you. Like I
Mm.
have certain days where I have coverage, that should be enough. This whole open availability thing is bullshit and it's unrealistic, honestly.
I mean, you said something right there. The village. I'm not used to that. I've always stayed away from family. And it was intentional, but I didn't realize I was digging a hole for myself.
Hmm.
But at the same time, it's like they don't really make grannies like they used to. I was actually I'm still a granny's baby. My grandmother is 86 years old, bless her heart. And yeah, summer, I was always at her house.
Hmm. Girl, I
So
remember
village is non-existent,
I lived
depending.
in I was growing up in Minneapolis. We had family and my paternal family was in Florida and my maternal family was in New York. And for summers I was either in Florida or I was in New York. So what my parents were doing when they had a nice little summer long break, I don't know, but we don't get that. Like the generation above us and they're so beyond was very much more village oriented. Like there were aunties and uncles and grandmas and even neighbors. Like neighborhoods aren't even the same. You can't even, first of all, we don't even know our neighbors. Well, I don't know mine. Do you know your neighbors?
I don't want to. But
Because
that's a contradiction to the point, but yes,
the
I need to know
concept
them.
of neighborhood and community isn't even the same. So
Yeah.
like there
Because you
there
can't
is
trust
me,
people.
you can't trust me. There's me, my husband, on the one off my best friend, and that's my village. What the fuck do you mean open availability?
I know. I wish they would just consider, maybe childcare some of these jobs. I know I was hearing about that. I haven't been, in the main workforce in a while, but for the most part, I just remember they didn't. Well, some industries were starting to implement daycares at their facilities or their, offices and whatnot. So
Well, we got to figure something out.
we got to figure something out.
Because if mamas is gonna be working and all of this, like where the kids have to be somewhere. We can't split ourselves in half and be multiple places at the same time. So we gonna have to figure out some type of solution for our mamas down the road, a steady momming to be
You
able
ain't
to.
lying. You
Yeah,
ain't lying because that I think we are the core with the nucleus of the household of these kids' lives with the nurturer, even for ourselves. And yeah, we need help.
yeah.
But I want to talk quickly about a little, well, excuse me, a news flashback. I'm getting tongue tied. So you heard about David, right? So
Mhm.
basically, he is found innocent. He's not tied to what happened to Celeste.
Wow. So, for those who don't know what we are discussing, in our last episode, we discussed a case going on with the young man named David. He's a pretty popular singer, and he's currently under a murder investigation of his underage girlfriend who was found dead in his Tesla. Okay. And what Kanisha just said is that it just came out that they're
He's
letting him go.
innocent.
He is,
Yeah, he's not tied to the case.
but it
What
was
I
his
can't,
car.
but it was his car, and that's what I can't understand. And so it wasn't. You didn't say it was stolen. So how in the world? I just can't fathom. I can't really understand. Like, who is abandoning a Tesla? Why didn't you mark it stolen? Like, how is this? At the very least, it's your car. She's in your car. Like,
Yeah.
Fingerprints, like I can't understand how he's just not a person of interest.
I saw an article basically saying that they are leaning towards the fact that she could have possibly passed away due to an overdose, which still does not excuse him because if she did pass away from an overdose, how did she get in the trunk of a car? She didn't OD in the
It's
trunk.
just my common sense ain't common sensing.
You know, I want to know who this little boy is because now the way that they're kind of skating around all of this and making sure that he just goes free is very odd to me, and it's making me question like, who is this boy and who is he connected to and who is pulling strings on his behalf? Because don't none of this make sense. At the end of the day, she was found in his car, and she is still a child that he was very much romantically linked to. So whatever.
I just can't understand it. But in other news,
In other news, that's going to lead us to today's mommy chat. Okay, so ladies, today we are talking about healing. We are talking about self. We are talking about what burnout looks like, how we can recognize when we are going through burnout, and how to recognize and see burnout in mommies around us. So the question for today is: are you a burnt out baddie? Hmm. Y'all know I love a good definition. Love a good definition. So I'm gonna give you the definition of burnout and then we're gonna talk about it. The definition of burnout is the reduction of a fuel or substance to nothing through the use of combustion. Okay. And then the definition of combustion is the process of burning something. Now, I'm gonna read it again and I want you to take it in. The reduction of a fuel or substance to nothing. A lot of the times,
hmm.
life, motherhood, all of the things can reduce us to nothing. And that's what burnout is. And that's what we're going to talk about today. What are some
Hmm.
signs, sis? And how you feel about that definition?
To be honest, I'm still trying to take it in, like you told our viewers. I'm really trying to take that in because when I first seen this particular definition, just the words alone was just really defining like what women are really going through, what mothers rather, well, women, mothers, people are really going through, because it's not just assigned to a gender to be burnt out, but in this case we're talking about mothers. So the signs, as far as being burnt out, is exhaustion,
Mm,
dreading work,
mhm,
trouble sleeping,
mhm,
depression,
mhm,
feeling like you're drowning,
mhm,
short tempered,
mhm,
escape fantasies, no time for non work related things. So for me, I resonate with all of these bullets.
mhm,
I will say exhaustion, and short tempered are my main two. And now recently I'm discovering I have to ration my time. So things that are non-work related, that are not money making tasks, I have to ration. So going out, even like dating, it's like I don't even have time for that, you
mhm.
know. So yeah. What about you? What are some of these signs you resonate with?
I've been through all levels of this and really have struggled with a lot of it this year in particular. I think the one that's standing out to me the most outside of exhaustion, because I'm always fucking tired, but no time for non work related things. I feel like when we get to a level of burnout, we hold on to the functionality of things because we fight so much to keep things going and going and going and going that we have tunnel vision on that. So anything outside of that doesn't matter. And the way that that has showed up in my life is I have completely lost the relationship with self. So if it's not getting Legacy to school, getting her to therapy, making sure that she has all of her supplements and this, that, and the third, making sure that the house is clean and dinner is done and what does the husband need and just all of that function and what's going on with Yellow Fox Media, what's going on with Steady Mom, and like if it's not those things, it's nothing. And that is detrimental and very dangerous.
And
Very
on top of
dangerous.
that, the economy, like robbing Peter to pay Paul, shuffling money, all of those things, like you mentioned earlier, you're trying to obtain, employment for a purpose that, fuels your businesses. So it's like in your home, just, being a helpmate and whatnot. But yeah, being burned out is just no good for nobody. And it's dismantling marriages. It's
Mm-hmm.
dismantling relationships, like you say,
Mm-hmm.
relationships with self.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just to me it's a silent killer.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
it's like really synonymous with stress.
Yeah, like it's a lot. But being burnout will sneak up on you,
Yeah,
because you think that you're just supposed to keep going because you are. Like, if you don't do it, who's going to do it?
yeah,
So you kind of just got to keep going. But the signs, it's when you have surpassed that point of, I'm okay to,
yeah,
I'm actually not. Like, that's why these signs are so
yeah.
important. Like,
You strike a nerve there because for me in particular, I'm tired of hearing you're a strong black woman, all of those things. I don't want to be strong, especially recently coming out of what I just came out of, and people really had the audacity to say you'll get through it. Well, I mean that not in itself is bad, but to say you're strong, and I'm like I can't lift another thing and I'm drowning over here. And I actually had moments where I was hearing things that was not aligning with who I was as a woman, not aligning with even my personality. I mean, I really was down bad.
mhm.
And I'm like jumping up and down in a padded room and nobody's really listening, but they're like patting me on the back like you got it. You got
that
it.
that word strong has really started to become like a curse word to me,
It's
because
offensive.
what people have to realize is our strength is ours to draw from. It's not for anybody else to pull your strength card on you. Oh, no, you're strong. You got it. You can't pull my strength card. I decide and determine when I have the energy, when I have the wherewithal to show up as Superwoman and to be strong and to do all of the things. But if I'm literally saying I can't, and I don't have it, don't tell me I'm strong
Please
and
listen.
you do have it.
No, I don't. I didn't.
Listen, people tell you where they are. And if they
And
don't
you don't
tell you, a
listen.
lot of the times these signs will show you. Like, if you have moms in your circle, in your corner, pay attention to them, because a lot of the times as moms, we're not just gonna be vulnerable and let it all out. Oh no, we hurting today. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of the times you're gonna be like, oh no, we all right, girl. What's up? And deflect. And,
Yeah.
oh, what's going on with you?
And it's sad. It's really sad. And what I realized recently or through this process is that when you're easily accessible, you're overlooked. When
Mm,
you're being strong, you're the least considered.
mm,
Because they think you got it. And it's really, really sad. It's just so
mm.
sad, and yeah, I don't want to get on my
Say
soapbox.
that. No, say that again. You said when you're the least considered,
When you are, damn it,
you're
like
the
my
least.
mama used to say, you gotta catch it when I say it.
Girl, it was so good. I feel like we had it. It'll come back.
It'll come back. Yes.
But absolutely, absolutely. And then doing mental check-ins like we're doing right now. That was um a great entryway into how you're feeling and where you've been, and I appreciate you sharing that with all of us. And I want to encourage everybody to do mental check-ins with each other and be courageous enough that when somebody is trying to check on you mentally, be honest. It's
Yeah.
okay to not be okay. You do not, we have to get out of the habit of always saying, oh, I'm fine, it's okay, I got it, when we really don't.
Girl, I'll never forget when I was at the real thick of this divorce, my past divorce. And I went to Costco and I would just be like crying, like pushing my cart. And one time I was checking out because at Costco you have to show your receipt. And so they were like, "Oh, is it Sam's? What's one of the two?" And so, well, I guess it's both. Anyway, so she asked me. It was a lady that asked me. She was like, "Oh, how are you? How are you doing today?" I said, "I'm not good."
Mm.
It stunned her, and she
Mhm.
looked up. She looked up at me. She was like, "You're not?" I said, "No," and I pushed
Mhm.
my card out. Like some people aren't even willing to accept your truth because we're
Mhm.
so used to lying to ourselves and each other when we
Mhm.
really are not well.
Mhm.
Mental health is so important.
It makes people, it makes people uncomfortable. They weren't expecting that because
Yeah.
nobody really asked that question, especially in passing. Nobody really asked, "How are you?" to actually know how you're doing.
No.
We've learned that and adopted that in a way of being polite, in a way of being gracious to one another. But it's
Yeah.
bullshit because you really don't want to know. Because if I really told you, baby, listen, what I've been made
Bitch,
you
I'm sad.
cry.
Now what?
Honey, sister gal.
Okay.
Man, but my mental check-in as far as that is concerned is I'm stressed. I've been stressed for a very long time, unfortunately, and I have not been carrying it well. And it has really come to a head over the last couple of weeks, just with producing my short film. For y'all that don't know, I am a show creator and a screenwriter and a lot of fucking things. And if you haven't seen Flow, plug, go watch Flow on YouTube. Okay.
It's really
But
good, y'all.
heading that project brought me to a space that had me like overly stressed on top of all of the other life things. So, um, yeah, stress kills. I literally had gotten to a point last Friday to where I was so stressed. I was struggling breathing, y'all. Literally struggling breathing. So the I went to the urgent care. They did the EKG and all that stuff. Then they shipped me over to the emergency room. They're like, "Yeah, your EKG is good or whatever, but we think you should go to the emergency room." So I sit in the emergency room all day. Yeah, everything looks good. You should make an appointment with your primary care.
Pass the peas like they used to do.
Let me tell y'all something. These fucking doctors will I don't know you to death. Okay?
Ooh,
Ladies, we are having this conversation today to make sure that we are prioritizing our health in every way. Okay. You have to prioritize your health, even to the point of making sure that you are putting together your medical team, because these people, it's all about books to them. It's all about what they learned in
statistics.
school. My primary
Mhm.
care doctor is about to get fired, and I'm about to hire another one because she's my age. So I know all she knows is stuff that she learned in school. I
Right.
need somebody that can match the knowledge with experience. So it's like, oh, this is going on with you. I actually had a patient and match that, because they both come together and do a beautiful dance. It's not just one thing, it's multiple things. So if you're not comfortable with the care that you are receiving, don't just go for that because I promise you they will. I don't know you to death. My light just died, y'all. I don't know my
But
light.
you still fly.
Thank you. But yeah, like make sure that you're taking care of yourself and put together your medical team because they don't give a fuck about us. And that is true and that is real. They will push the pills and
The
we need to be
agenda.
pushing some herbs, honey. Like my good sis over here got me out hibiscus tea because I
Yeah,
got
girl.
high blood pressure, y'all.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. I was like, you better go get you some of that red good tea. So no, you bring up something, hearing about what you've been through, I definitely resonate. In 2020, I kept going back and forth to the hospital. I was having symptoms that it seemed like I was having a heart attack. And I was having anxiety attacks. And it wasn't really textbook, or at least what I was familiar with. So I was like, this is how you die. This is they're missing something. But
Yeah.
stress is truly a silent killer, and our bodies are nothing but beautiful alarms to tell us what is wrong, what we need to be
Mm.
focusing on. And it is frustrating when you go into these doctors because they pair you with statistics, your age, your demographic, all things. And this day and age, the way this economy is, the stress and the burnout that we are all under, some of these things are happening prematurely. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and I understand your point of having a doctor that is, a little bit more experienced. But at least if you are a young doctor, can you please at least just listen to your patient? We've
Mhm.
been with our body a lot longer than you have.
Hello.
I need you to I don't know us to death, because that was a word.
No, seriously. If I had a damn dollar for all of the I don't knows I done heard this year, it's like, is this the new script that they tell y'all to tell people? Like we're coming
Oh
to the
no.
doctor just for you to literally say, I don't what the fuck did I come here for?
The copay and your prescription.
Girl,
That's what
girl.
we that's what you came for.
So like you said. everybody, we are all going to start doing better with listening to our bodies because, like anything could have happened. If I would have ignored the fact that I was struggling with breathing, I could have like chopped that up to, girl, just go sit down, just go lay down. People lay down and don't wake up all the time. And yes, it was a very much an inconvenience for me to be in the ER all day. That is not how I want to spend my day. But at least I tried. At least I went. So I want to encourage us all when our bodies give us those little warning signs, when our check engine lights come on in these bodies, like they come on in them cars. Listen, you might be able, how the check engine light come on in your car, and you're like, oh, I gotta push it. I'm gonna push it till payday. I'm gonna push it till payday, and then it be then clump the fuck out, and now it's in the car heavens. Our bodies will do the same thing.
Car heaven.
Car heaven's gone. Listen,
Yeah,
for
at the
real.
dealership getting a new fucking car.
You can't buy another body.
No, we don't have no Mario lives, y'all.
We can't buy another body, y'all. So
Yeah.
please pay attention to the warning signs. So if
Mhm.
you don't pay attention to the warning signs and you allow your burnout to continuously to go unchecked, here are some possibilities of things that could happen. You can start crashing out on anything, anybody. That displaced anger is a real thing. We're all walking around on pins and needles, stressed out and on edge anyway. Like, let's not just have that straw that breaks the camel's back and just fucking explode.
Yeah, please don't. And for me, that's kind of one of my shortfalls, displaced, because again, you just going on with glory and you're just trying to do what you know you have to, and just considering this is the way it is, and then you're not doing self checks because you're just in that routine. And yeah, you can go off on your kids, your spouse. So we really have to tap in and kind of
Work,
really get to know
strangers,
ourselves
traffic.
better. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well, I will cuss you out in traffic, but not in Atlanta. I done moved to Atlanta, and I don't,
I love that you said self check-ins. What does the self check-in look like? Like, does it have to be something huge and major? Like, what does a self check-in look like?
for me is okay. So you tripping? What's wrong with you? Like, what is the core of why you pissed at that? That don't
Mm,
make sense.
mm, mm,
You know what I mean? Like that
mm,
didn't warrant that response.
mm,
So
mm.
what's really going on? So those are my check-ins.
Self, are you okay? What I like to do when I'm checking on myself, I like to touch my heart. I like to touch my heart and I like to look in the mirror. Like, so I know I'm talking to you. Hey, you. I'm talking to you. Are you okay? Like, what's up? You tired? You need to rest? What's
Yeah.
going on? Yep. There is another sign that just came to me that's not on our list that we mentioned, but
Mm-hmm.
substance abuse. If you find yourself leaning more
Mm-hmm.
toward like addictive behavior, if you're drinking more, if you're smoking more, if you stuff like that, those are coping mechanisms. Those are ways to continue to get through and push when we operating with our tanks on E, you know?
Right.
And if you find yourself leaning into those things a little more than normal, that's also a sign. So be mindful of that.
Please, because you can get a DUI.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. And we don't need those.
No. No.
They're not helpful. Another thing that can happen when your burnout goes unchecked is you could just give up. You could throw your hands up and walk away from a life that could have been very, very much beautiful, or the life that you actually wanted prematurely
Yeah.
because it all just seems too much, you know?
Yeah, giving up is really, a lot of people are there in so many different ways because it's just almost like Tetris. You're really trying to figure out these pieces to
Mhm.
make this color match.
Yeah.
So yeah, giving up is not where you want to be.
And I mean, now that's not to negate the fact that there really are situations that warrant being walked away from. But sometimes because you're just so overly stressed and you can't see past the temporariness of the situation, you just
Yeah.
say, you know what, fuck this.
I'm out.
I'm out. And I would encourage everybody, like when we're doing these check-ins, the reason to be able to do them is so that you can look around and see, okay, I can make these changes, because a lot of things can be changed in life. Small things can be changed, and then you'll see bigger changes later on. A lot of stuff is perspective shifts, like change the way you see a situation, and the situation really can't change. So the check-ins are very, very, very
So
important.
hold on, really quick. Hold on, really quick. We got They All Love Myla. She got a message for us.
I can't see it.
Yeah, somebody get off this live. Ain't nobody on this. Well, we appreciate your comment because we need that for our algorithm. Have a good day.
Thank you, darling. You go
Yes,
ahead and do
beautiful. We
a
love we got your
check-in.
attention.
Would you like to? How are you? We just did a mental check-in with each other. How are you? Are you okay? I'm serious. God bless.
Yeah,
Anyway,
she may need a little check-in with herself.
yeah, that's exactly what this is about. Thank you, baby. We praying for you. We hope that all is well. Be blessed.
Bye, Myla.
So anyway, yeah, so giving up, and then the last but not least thing that can happen when burnout goes unchecked is no longer wanting to live and possibly acting on it, harming yourself or somebody else. And that is a real thing.
That's a real thing because, again, just my reference is the most traumatic thing that recently happened to me. And there were points where I had thoughts that I ain't never had before. And it's crazy how you can just get trampled with so many different emotions, so many different things being thrown at you that you can feel like you don't have the will to live. And that brings me to this IG story. Now, this was bone chilling for me. 23-year-old mother of three taking her own life after posting a final message. She had her first child at 16 and gave birth to her third in June. I don't know where I am, but I know I was tired. It's her quote. So here, let me try to pull this closer. I need readers. Okay, here we go. This was her post on Facebook. She said, "My favorite colors are pink and black. I want my sons in all pink. Real men wear pink and they will be real men. I don't know where I am, but I know I was tired. I love everybody that loved me. I made it to 23 with three kids. If this touch Facebook, I'm gone."
You know,
That is bone chilling for me.
it's girl, that's a lot, because it's like how many times did that young lady cry out for help prior to getting here? How many times were her warning signs ignored, or was her strong card pulled on her? Oh no, you got this. Them your kids. Okay, yeah, they can be her kids, but kids are a lot. And she's a kid herself, obviously. She's only 23 and she got three.
And she
Baby,
got
I'm
three.
35 with one, and I'm about to damn jump off my balcony into the pool.
Working on that backstroke.
Because no, like, and this is exactly why we're having this conversation, and
Yeah.
exactly why we're talking about the signs of burnout and what can happen if you allow it to go unchecked. Because Jesus Christ, y'all, listen, if you need help, please, 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 please
Yeah. Yeah,
find
it's
somebody to talk to.
exactly. And we actually want to highlight this mental health line. I'm going to share the number so you guys just try to get a pen or whatever you're needing to get this down. But the number is 1-855-416-5373. Again, 1-855-416-5373. That's a mental health line that you guys can tap into if you're feeling like you just need some reinforcement.
Like, it's too much. Being overwhelmed and overstimulated is a real thing. Moms hearing mama, 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 mama a million times a day. Decision fatigue is a real thing. Like, the questions, they just keep coming, and people don't understand it. It's like, I am tired of making decisions.
Project manager,
Girl,
therapist, coach, teacher.
villain, because you get blamed for everything.
Girl, when you say decision fatigue,
It's
pooh,
real. Like,
mama, mama, mama. I'm like, do y'all do this to y'all daddy? I mean, what?
and don't.
Why? And they don't. Because I done solved everything by the time you get them.
And I bet you when he got them, they still calling you.
Yes.
Girl,
Especially that 6-year-old child.
But yeah, so y'all, if you need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. And that leads us into the tips to once you recognize burnout in yourself or in somebody else, just some ways to be able to shake it, get through it, balance it
Yeah.
out, so that it doesn't go all the way to the detriment that it can turn into.
With that
So,
was a 3-year-old. Yeah.
first and foremost, get some therapy. I know therapy is not necessarily smiled upon in the Black community, but it should be. It is wonderful. It is a beautiful big sun of glowing peace and understanding for yourself, okay? Because there's
I was looking up too.
so much that you can't always counsel yourself. And I'm real bad at thinking I know everything. I know I don't know everything, but I do not accept advice from just any and everybody. I don't just allow any and everybody to speak into my life. So that gets hard for me because I'm not perfect and I don't know every damn thing. So I do need to go to somebody who has studied these things, who has seen other people and other situations that can help me talk myself through areas where I'm blocked. That
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
that's huge. That's huge. Therapy is beautiful, and even for your kids.
Mm, absolutely. Therapy is not off limits for anybody. And if you feel like you don't have somebody in your, direct reach, somebody that you can just call, somebody that you can go see. And even if you do and you feel like you just can't be fully honest with them, like the beauty for me with therapy is I can tell these damn people anything. Really. You ain't about to look at me crazy. You're not gonna judge me. We just going, well, Tamika, how can we work through
Right, right,
how can
right.
we think about that differently? That goes back to what I was talking about earlier about perspective shifts. Is the cup half empty or is it half full?
It's brain games. Life is nothing but brain games. It's always according to how you look at a situation that makes the difference. So how
Perspective.
can you shift it?
Yeah. So therapy. Therapy is great. Another thing that you can do, working out. I
Yeah.
know for me, when I'm down, the last thing I want to hear about is somebody talking about some working out. However, when you feel sad, moving your body really does help shift things around in your brain. It
It
makes you
do.
feel better. Like,
It do.
even if it's for a moment, like working out releases endorphins in your brain and it just dopamine, right, y'all? Don't get me lying. It's a workout guru in
Google
here.
it,
Tell me if
honey.
I'm lying or not. But it releases dopamine and endorphins in your brain and it really does make you feel better. You don't have to go run 50 miles, but get your body moving. Stretching is good if you don't want to leave the house. Jump rope, you can go on a walk. I mean, just move
Push
your
ups, because you
body.
know we got titties, ladies. So push ups, okay? That'll work too. We
We
need
need
to
to do a
lift them.
push-up challenge and some
Yeah.
squats and stuff. We about to get out, ladies. We about to get it
Ooh.
together. We about to get it together. Okay.
Hello, it's me.
Yeah, because working out really does help.
It
And
does.
then this is a big one. I want y'all to listen to me, okay? Listen to me clearly. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Delegation is key.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is coming from a full on control freak. I have trust issues in the fact that I don't necessarily always trust other people to do things the right way. So that whole like do it yourself. No, if you want it done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Yeah.
That is a crutch of mine, personally, because that's not true. Trying to hold on to everything and do 100% of the things 100% of the time will put you in an early grave. Let some shit go. It's other stuff that people can do. You don't have to do all of it. Your
And
spouse
and
can.
really for me it was, especially when I was married, so speaking to even married moms to try to stay married, the man is not going to do everything the way that you will, and you got to accept that. You got to accept how he does your child hair or how he didn't put lotion on the baby, you
That's hard,
know. I'm just
but
saying, you
it's
just got to
helpful.
take what you can get and not critique it, because it's better
That'll
than zero.
discourage them. Critiquing
Yeah,
it will
it would
discourage
discourage.
them from
It
doing
do.
it. And the main reason for it all is so that you can have some help, so that you can be lighter, so that you can take something off of your plate and put it on the plate of
Good
others. Because
God.
we all know
Good God.
it gets heavy. It gets heavy, y'all.
Plate is stacked.
Let some of it go, mama. Put some of them damn bags down.
Come
Some of the
on,
bags down.
Erica Badu.
We
Bad
tired of being bag
lady.
ladies.
Yes, I'm packing light.
Headlight. Yes.
Don't
That was
keep
a
me playing the
word.
song.
That was a word.
It was a word.
All right,
What else we
next.
got, girl?
Prioritize your rest.
Mhm.
Prioritize your rest. Um, exhaustion was on what the list of signs, and being exhaustion is as dangerous and detrimental as intoxication from a substance. So be very mindful about where you are. If you're always feeling tired, try to figure out why. Are you not getting sleep? We need sleep. We cannot run on E, guys. We got to stop running on E. Got to
No,
stop running
that's
on.
for real. I mean, you really just have to overall check in. I think we as mothers really need to hone in on the strong woman, the strong black woman, all of those things that they draped us in. We need to really let it go.
Mhm.
Ask for help, really check in with yourself. You can't do everything the right way every time. Have grace, because now in this economy and just the way things are in the world, it's like, and we're so goal oriented. Everybody's trying to master everything. Then you got to eat right. Then you got to consider like red dye in them. I mean, and then you got to travel. It's so many things that we're inundated with in our mind and we're exposed to that we just need to like break things down in sections, create schedules for yourself if you need to. It's just so many different things system wise that you can implement, especially for our entrepreneurial moms, that you can implement to give yourself an opportunity to have space. And you need to meditate. Exercise is very important. That's another way you can check in with yourself. And a lot of us are in the garage, not even in the garage. We're outside of the garage checking. That's a good time for you to check yourself too. If you're just getting ready to go inside, give yourself 10-15 minutes right before you go in. And just check yourself, like I said, because you'll have displaced anger before you know it, fussing at your kids. Because I know for me, when I first come inside, although I ain't seen y'all, don't mean I want to see y'all. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to figure out a way that I can truly decompress because they will swarm you immediately. So that's
And
that's
that's
just my little
another.
soapbox.
That's a great way to prioritize rest too. That's a level of rest, giving yourself a moment to decompress from your day before you immediately are snatched into the many
The
worlds
next
that are
world.
happening under your roof. Because it's many worlds. Everybody else got a world, that they trying to pull you into. So give yourself a bedtime, almost like lay down, put your phone down, pray, journal, breathe. Like Kanisha said, find time to decompress throughout your day, but prioritize your rest. And last but not least, get social, get pretty, and get back into you. Like I spoke on earlier, I've lost myself. Like being fly and pretty and sexy prior to me getting married and have kids was like so big for me. And now I run around looking like a little boy every day. Like I have lost
You a cute little
who.
boy
Thank you, girl. Thank you. But a little boy indeed. And a little boy with titties.
and a
but
vagina, I hope.
good one.
Oh, oh, shout out for the good ones.
Shout out for the mamas with the good. Anyway,
Ooh. Anyway,
but yeah, just getting back to that, and even that, our sexuality, our femininity,
femininity.
like
Yes.
who we are outside of the labels, outside of being mom, outside of being wife, outside of whatever your career title is. Who is whatever your mom and your daddy named you, first and last name? Who is that? Look in the mirror and ask her, like, "What's up? How are you? What's your favorite color now?" Because I remember back in the day, my favorite color used to be red. Now, what color is it? Is it gray? Like, we change, we evolve. Allow yourself that space and that time and that grace to change and evolve. And while you're doing it, be tuned in with it.
Yeah. Be intentional. I don't hear you no more, friend. You hear me? I don't hear no more.
Did I
You
go? I got a
there
call.
you go. There you go.
I got a call. But yeah, talk to yourself. Don't
Oh,
even waste it.
sorry.
That's not love. So anyway, y'all.
Well, what's
that's-
for dinner, child? What's for dinner? Because you know that's the lurking question.
You go first.
Uh, okay. Well, all I can say is, I know we talked on our last live. I told you about a friend of mine, how, I was considering paying for somebody to make like 2 meals a week. And she was like, girl, you don't need to waste your money. You just need to, cook a couple of different proteins on Sunday and just have that mapped out for your week. And I actually did it. And I'm up till today.
Good
So,
job.
yeah, I'm
How's
up to
it?
today with some of the things that I made, and it just gave me really insight. So, anyway, one of the things that I made on Sunday that is rolling into the day, yeah, rolling into today is baked chicken thighs. And potatoes is what I made, and then I just did the broccoli last night. But initially, what we were eating was chili. I made just the baked chicken and ground beef. So that I was proud of.
Very good,
I
friends.
was so
See,
proud. I ain't had to cook.
don't it feel good to say you're gonna try something and then actually try it? I mean, whether you keep doing it or not, you know.
I hope I know. I hope I do good. I hope I can keep it up because, yeah, if I can get it through Thursday while I'm not cooking,
Hmm.
I'm
Good
a winner.
job. I'm proud of you. Well, today, darling, dinner in the Smith house is going to be spaghetti. Let me tell y'all, some spaghetti is always a good, easy, throw it together, feel good, tummy meal. Okay, and I usually make spaghetti on Thursdays anyway because Legacy's lunch schedule is very like Monday she eat this through Friday she eat this. So Thursdays and Fridays she eats what I call Legacy spaghetti, which is just sauce and noodles basically. So since I was gonna have to make that for her anyway, I'm just gonna actually make real feel good spaghetti for all of us, and then she can take some for lunch tomorrow.
Well, the way you described that with them eyes, can I get a bowl?
You sure can, girl. My spaghetti is real good. Okay, it's
I
real
love a good
good
spaghetti.
with some good garlic bread. Okay, good
Not the
garlic
cheap
bread,
kind.
a little
Love
salad.
it.
So, mamas, there go two more meals for us to add to our "What Are We Cooking" arsenal, because we all know that that is probably, unless you're a chef and a lover of cooking, that is one
What
of the
we don't.
questions that send us straight into decision fatigue. So,
What
yeah,
we don't.
going into our mom VP for the week. We love this part. Today's mom VP is Quenisha Stringfield. I just
Yay!
have to give a big shout out to Quenisha because she has been such an amazing part of our mommy community since we started Steady Mommin. She literally like reposts everything. She's always taking part in our conversations, and she's just all around a great support system for us. So we just want to shower her with some love. She is a mommy of three. She just had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bouncing baby boy recently,
Oh,
and tomorrow is her birthday.
happy birthday!
So
Early birthday.
happy birthday to our mom VP Quenisha. We love you. We appreciate you, girl. We're gonna hit you with that $25. And good sis, let them know how they can nominate mothers to be our mom VP for the week.
All right, guys. So we need you to repost one of our videos and tag us. DM us, or you can call us at 678-824-2219. Again, 678-824-2219 to tell us about the mom that you're nominating. So I love this part of the show, like you say, because this just gives us an opportunity to feed back into these women, because this is what our passion is. This is for women for mothers by mothers. And yeah, get your nails done, Quenisha. Something.
Child, that about a nail these days. You remember the full sets used to be $25?
Not a 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,
Girl, please.
90.
I can't go to every time I go to the nail salon, I'm at least spending 150 on what?
Bitch, I don't know because I don't do that.
Literally 150 full set, toes, eyebrow. That's all.
Girl, okay, okay. So yeah, I'm teetering at that
150
like 115 range.
right here.
Yeah.
Full set used to be $25. But anyway,
We gonna put something on it then,
we
Quenisha.
digress. We digress. Anyway,
We put
ladies,
something on it.
thank y'all so very, 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 very much for rocking with us throughout this live. I hope that we have encouraged you guys to pay attention to your health and pay attention to burnout signs within yourself and within mommies that are near or dear to your heart. Okay. Follow us on IG at Steady Mommin Pod and Shante and Kanisha underscore act underscore two.
Oh yeah, that's me, girl. That's me. That's me. And join our Facebook group. We love you.
It
Steady
is
momming.
Steady Mindman. Catch up on all of our previous episodes on YouTube at Yellow Fox Media TV on YouTube. And we are also on Apple Podcasts, guys. All of our in studio episodes as well as our lives. So if you're driving around, you can listen to us talk our stuff, mommies, okay?
Yeah,
We
we
love
love your
y'all.
support.
Thank y'all so much.
All right.
Keep grinding
Keep shining.
and keep thriving. Until next time.
Peace.